Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Stranger Things 4. This is chapter 2, titled Vecna's Curse. So yeah, what I mentioned in the previous one with like that name coming up during their D&D session, that's most likely going to be the name that's going to apply to the bad guy of the season. So yeah, I'm guessing the thing that we saw at the end with I'm going to end your suffering and all that.
The Freddy Krueger.
Yes, the Freddy Krueger dude. He's most likely going to be called Vecna. And then we're going to find out what his deal is in this one, maybe, with it being called Vecna's Curse. There was a bunch of other things going on, but it was just good to get back into this world with Stranger Things. And it's been a while, and yes, we're still very much behind. Well, all of the episodes are out now, which is late to the party, as I said in the first one. Not the channel late to the party, but just, yeah, the term. But are you ready to just jump into this one?
Yes.
Yes. Then let's do it. And we also have a Patreon page where you can check out some full-length reactions. We're going to be putting out the full-length reactions for Stranger Things 4 quite early on there. So if you want to watch ahead, that's at least an option. And it's the kind where you have to sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. And just in general, when it comes to Patreon, that is the lifeblood of this channel. That is how we can do this. It's the reason why we can do this. So we really appreciate any support that you can give. There are a couple of tiers you can choose between over there. You can find the link down in the description below. And here we go.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. We didn't see Hopper at all in the first one, so makes sense that now we're gonna see what happened. Yeah. Ooh, that's loud. Wait, he didn't go through the thing?
No.
Oh! Just landed down there. Huh. Okay, I thought he'd jump through the thing. So that means that when Joyce and Murray, they went looking for him or, thought that, oh, he's not standing where he stood before, they didn't do a thorough enough job of looking around.
Oh,
Yep. Oh no, is he gonna get fucking arrested?
Probably.
I just found her there. I swear, I don't even know her name. I've never seen her before.
Just calm down and stay back.
He just probably ran away because how is he supposed to explain what happened?
Yeah. I get it. Look at it.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
That was awkward. Why is it so awkward?
Why was that awkward?
What happened?
I heard a lot about your sister. Should we go? Yeah, this is kind of awkward, man.
Are your friends gonna meet us there?
Friends? What friends?
You know, Stacy and Angela.
Angela.
You'll meet them. I promise. Just not today. I want to.
Oh, no.
What was that whole thing with Will? I don't... Why... Oh, hey, Murray. Okay, so he went to California as well.
Forest Hills Trailer Park in East Rowan County. We don't have a lot of details.
Then reality hits.
We can confirm that the body of a Hawkins High student was discovered early this morning.
This town, man.
When weird shit goes down, everyone should react with oh, it's that again. Ooh, yeah, he's gonna find out right now.
Thought we were watching Thundercats.
Hawkins student got murdered.
Hey, maybe Chrissy didn't stand you up after all.
Hey.
Don't say that.
Relax, man. It was a joke.
And they're going to him first because he's the partner.
Ever since that girl Barb died a few years ago, it has been one thing after
Oh,
another.
yeah.
I'll tell you.
Justice for Barb.
Yeah, his name's not in the news yet or anything, but I guarantee you Eddie is suspect number 1 right now.
That's crazy. Eddie didn't do this. No way.
Okay, well, I mean, they said the same shit about Ted Bundy. Yeah, he's like a
What? Yep, he bolted. She is right. Like he is going to be suspect number one.
Absolutely.
He was scared, Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
Really scared. You know, he just killed someone, or maybe
It's happening again.
Shit. Rusty, where are you going? See your friend. You heard the news. It's not safe. Good point. We'll be extra careful. Thanks, Mom. I love you. Bye.
With everything that has happened, you know, prior seasons and all that, this stuff can't be too surprising.
No.
No government, please. Kind regards, Enzo.
Enzo?
There's only 2 people who knew about our date at Enzo's
Ah, okay.
and Hop.
Yeah, I didn't remember that was where they were supposed to meet for a date.
You saw him die, Joyce.
No, you didn't.
I didn't see a body.
Exactly. That's the rule.
What are you doing?
We're gonna call that number.
But we're doing it my way.
What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
The elephant? Oh. Oh, that's... Fuck. Oh. Oh, that's some serious fucking torture right there. Somehow I don't see Hopper breaking.
Do you come here a lot?
Yeah. Will does not. No. But I go to parties here. It's a big.
Why are you
Why do you feel you have to be like...
someone you're obviously not?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But it seems like the snitch has a boyfriend.
The snitch. Fucking hate bullies, man.
Yep.
When's the last time you talked to her?
After the game?
Did she mention anything about buying drugs for the party?
Drugs? No.
What about Eddie Munson? You ever seen her talking to him?
That freak?
No. No way.
This does not look good for Eddie.
What does Eddie have to do with all this? He hurt Chrissy?
Don't just say...
Did he hurt Chrissy?
You aren't sure yet, so don't let this guy believe that it's fucking Eddie. But now he does, so and he's gonna...
What happened? Where are you going? Is everything right?
Okay, so Max and Dustin aren't the only ones who's gonna be looking for Eddie.
Hi, officer.
Can't go through here. We got a crime scene.
Yeah, I was just going to...
Actually, I do know you. You're Fred Benson. You killed that kid last year.
What?
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 It's from that crash.
It was an accident.
That one ran all the way home and said call it.
Oh, so he's the next one?
You're a murderer is what you are. All right there?
What?
You're looking a little peaked.
Fine.
Whoa.
What's that?
It's an acceptance letter to Lenora Community.
But you're going to Emerson with Nancy.
No, I'm not.
Wait, hold on. What is going on?
Like, I can't leave my mom and my brother to chase a dream that isn't mine.
You are so dead.
What was I supposed to do?
Not lie.
Not lie.
Yeah.
Talk. Communicate.
What is your approach here, man? To just slow motion break up with Nancy?
I guess.
No!
No, I know. I don't know.
No!
Ándale,
Really?
ándale, arriba, let's go. Go! Backpack, the back of the van. Go!
I'm not sure that's gonna help, or maybe it will. I don't
He's
know.
stressed out. It's not even my girlfriend.
It's not even my girlfriend.
Yeah. Come on, friend. Let's skate, shall we?
I wanted to finish this with
I'll hold on to that.
Come on. Why so nervous?
I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. This next song is dedicated to Jane, the local snitch.
Wow. Why everyone's so horrible? Oh, Mike, what are you gonna do?
Hey, turn it off.
Sorry, I can't hear you, dude.
What?
Why are I just asked this question, but why are everyone so horrible to her and just fine with it as well?
Wipe out.
Didn't you see the sign, dummy? No food or drinks on the rink.
I know we're probably gonna feel bad later on hating on these kids because something horrible is gonna happen to them or something, but for right now, fuck them. It's just I've never been in this situation, even as a kid, like everybody ganged up on someone and just laughed at them. But yeah,
Okay.
I guess it's just I'm just lucky I haven't seen it or experienced it.
Yeah, you are.
This is Enzo.
Hello,
Wait.
Enzo. This is Joyce, and I would like to make a reservation.
Yes. Good, good. But for reservation, you need to make deposit.
Jack and Hagar.
Oh.
A man is in Russia now.
Eddie Munson, he did something sick.
Probably sacrificed her. Drained her blood for the devil.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. It's this cult he's in.
It's just a D&D club. D&D? Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't even...
Well, Chris, you want us to just stand by while the cops go around pursuing someone?
This guy in speeches, huh? I do not like where this is going. Ah.
Ricks already have accounts here. That's a lot of Ricks. So let's narrow it down. Rick Lipton, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Cheech and Chong's next movie, Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams.
There we go.
Cheech and Chong's
Cheech and Chong, Cheech and Chong, Cheech and Chong, Cheech and Chong.
Middle of nowhere. It's a perfect place to hide.
Good one, Maya. Not Maya, sorry, Robin. Don't go in the woods.
So that clock is basically just...
That's the trigger, or like that's the
No,
signal for when...
It's like, it's telling that time's running, like time's up.
You ever hear the name Victor Creel? Back when I was a kid.
Ah, dude,
everybody
don't.
Victor Creel killed his whole family. Kids and wife took their eyes.
What the fuck? Ugh.
Murderer.
What the fuck happened? Like, what was he involved?
He obviously...
He's the only survivor from a big car crash, bus crash? Like, what?
You should have told me she was having trouble. Well, I didn't know they were gonna be here, Mike. Yeah, but you knew that she was having trouble for like a year. You didn't tell me.
Don't get mad
It's
at...
not...
You called maybe a couple times. It's been a year, Mike. Meanwhile, Elle has like a book of letters from you. That's because she's my girlfriend. Well, we used to be best friends. Well, then maybe you should have reached out more. I don't know. But why is this on me? Why am I the bad guy?
Very determined look.
You ruined my day.
Oh no!
I want you to say sorry to me. And I want you to tell my boyfriend that it was just a joke. And that we are really friends.
Or what?
Sorry you can't cry to teacher today.
You'll just have to cry to your daddy instead. Oh wait, can't do that either.
Wow. That was... Even for her, that was a low blow.
Ooh. Maybe not violence. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh, relax. It's just a tiny scare.
Oh my God.
Get a cut there. It bleeds like hell. It's not
Yeah.
probably not serious or anything like that, but
What have you done?
Alright, she did experience this.
spooky.
What are you doing? Someone was here. Maybe he heard us. got spooked and ran.
Don't worry. Steve will get him with his orb.
Personally, I don't find it funny.
Yep, there he is, there he is, there he is.
Eddie! It's me. It's Dustin. These are my friends. You know Robin. From band. We're on your side. I swear on my mother. Right, guys?
Yes, we swear. Yeah, on Dustin's mother.
Yeah, Dustin's mother.
Dustin's mother, yeah.
Tell them.
You won't believe me.
Oh, yes. These people will.
Mm-hmm.
Try us.
Yeah. They've seen some shit.
Her bones started to snap.
You don't have to...
Her eyes, man. It was like... I didn't know what to do, so I ran away. I left her there.
Look, what I'm about to tell you might be a little difficult to take.
Yep.
There are some things worse than ghosts.
Ooh, shit. Oh, fuck. Fuck, he's creepy. Fuck. Hell, man.
It was like she was in a trance or something.
Vecna's curse.
Yep.
Why though?
A spellcaster.
A dark wizard.
Oof. Okay, so he is in the Upside Down.
But he's actually able to transcend the boundaries between the dimensions.
Whoa. There's a lot going on in there. Flying creatures now and shit. Wow, that was some scary good makeup on that, whoever's in that costume thing playing Vecna.
Vecna.
Yes. Dark Wizard. Fuck, man. But that was chapter 2, Vecna's Curse. We did get sort of an introduction to the villain at the end of the first episode, but this one was like more of an introduction, I guess you could say, because we got a name and we got, the Dungeons and Dragons connection there, like we've once again had with some of the previous upside down villains, starting with the Demogorgon and then the Mind Flayer, and with all of the names, all the terms, they come from D&D, and they are it's very applicable to what's going on, surprisingly so sometimes. But they sort of called him a dark wizard, like an undead, and I'm really curious to see what's up with this guy, because he feels like something different than what we've encountered so far, something more.
Yeah, and I think I also feel like that was a bit like what I was alluding to in the last discussion. That this felt different, but we did get confirmed that he was from the Upside Down.
Yeah.
But he is different in a way that he's actually apparently able to transcend the borders between the dimensions.
Yes, he can pass, into the real world with ease, it seems like.
But he is... he doesn't do that, but he's actually able to
do it,
transcend his powers at least.
Yes.
So, and that's why he's not physically manifesting, but it's happening inside people's minds.
Yeah. So don't have to necessarily open like a straight up portal this time, and then of course we had the thing with the Mind Flayer where it possessed Will, and it possessed Billy in like the next the season after that. But here it's like, as we talked about in the previous one, like he latches on to people with severe fucking trauma, and there's a lot of that going on in this town just in general. So yeah, he can do that so far. He's done it with Chrissy, and then he did it with wow, I'm so bad at names. The kid at the end. Fred, yes. I thought maybe he was going to be one of those characters that was going to be with us, you know, moving forward. But no, he fucking died. Like, he was really good in that role, though, the actor. So yeah,
yeah, he was. Yeah,
feel bad that was it for him. But wow, how do you stop something like that? I'm sure we're gonna find out, and it's gonna have to do with 11 again, with Dr. Brenner and those experiments. That's gonna come back into play. I don't think we're done with that at all, you know, done with flashbacks either necessarily, because there's way more to 11's upbringing there in the labs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they definitely, we knew it, but they did, that Eddie wasn't, like, he didn't do anything, of course,
No.
but they did find him at Reefer Rick's place. Reefer Rick was nowhere around, but Eddie was hiding out there. And of course, we know that our gang there, the main cast, they are quick and they're smart, good at coming up with ideas. And Robin came up with, you know, how to find him. So I love that the group that we got, and I love their interactions, their chemistry. Yeah. It's, even though like there's so much horrible stuff going on already in this season, I feel like we got into it even quicker than before in the previous seasons.
Yeah.
Where, you know, quickly going from, you know, normal day and teenage problems and stuff like that, which like that has also gotten worse in this season, I would say, some of the stuff that we've seen, but we still quickly turned from, you know, more lightheartedness and jokes and all that to the serious stuff. Like it's really intense what's going on already, but they still sprinkle in a little bit of levity here and there because of, you know, the characters just being themselves and interacting with each other, and like just something small as Robin going like just to show, yes, I'm in a band. That's enough to like just break that tension a little bit, at least. And then we got some more stuff with Hopper in this one as well.
Yeah. And I think where the other seasons have been perhaps a little bit more conservative with the plot lines. I think there are a lot of plot lines laid out currently already. Yeah. It's a bit hard to follow sometimes because we have the whole thing with Hopper
in Russia.
In Russia, where we already kind of knew that he was being kept at a prison. And this, you know, Enzo guy, they found out that he's a prison guard. So
Jack and Hagar.
Yeah.
He's always gonna be that to me.
yeah, absolutely. So we did find out that that's how that was, and he was the one who sent the letter.
Yeah. We haven't seen, you know, that interaction yet between Hopper and Enzo, but we don't necessarily need to see that. We got enough of it just from exposition and Murray and Joyce sort of figuring it out. But yeah, he's a guard there, and they must have, you know, started talking, and then Hopper presumably told him that if you can get a hold of these people, or at least Joyce, then
you can get some money.
You can get some money out of it, and then you can bust me out, and we'll do a transaction. Or maybe it's something that Enzo found out on his own. I don't believe it is, because again, like we got that personal thing with like the restaurant and all that the stuff that Joyce explained. and I've said it during the reaction, but I really don't see Hopper breaking at all, telling them anything other than I did this alone. So he's a tough guy, but we know that. We knew that. It's gonna take a lot to break that guy.
But that's it. The plot with the whole Hopper thing, it just seems disconnected from the rest in a way.
Right now it does.
Right now it does. Yeah, well, of course, it's just some way to get him back, right? So he can help out with the stuff in the end. Then we have the whole Jane thing, where Jane being bullied.
Ouch. That was somehow even more painful to watch than what Vecna did to those poor kids. Fred and Chrissy.
Yeah.
So painful. And of course, that's like, I get Jane, 11, being like, I can't, like, just stop, fucking leave me alone. You ruined my entire day and you keep doing it. You keep. Yeah. And then there was that, you said it like that went over the line with, oh, go cry to your dad. Oh, no, you can't, or whatever it was
you
that
just,
you said.
like, if there's, like, one unspoken rule, it's that you never, ever make fun of dead parents. Never.
Yeah, it
that is like
that
is the scum of the scum. If you have dead parents,
and someone will make fun of it or bully you with that, like that's
the absolute worst.
It is the absolute worst, and this bitch does seem like the absolute worst, but still you can't just grab.
That's not how you
a fucking skate shoe, rollerblade. You can't just grab that and just fucking hit her in the head with it. No. And of course she started bleeding and screaming, and everyone was there and watching. So it's not gonna get easier for poor Jane.
No.
Moving forward,
it also ties back to
the flashback that we saw. Yes.
We did see that, but the way that, like,
how she can snap.
Yeah, but the way that she is not, even though she's been re-socialized back into the real world for a couple of years now, we still see this deficit in social ability or emotional, like, this whole thing that, like, most of people figure out, right? And the way that, like, she responds and has been responding with violence when she feels powerless, and she feels like, she can't control it, but she's been in such a, like, good, healthy development there with Hopper and
now with Joyce and or at least, like, it doesn't seem like there's necessarily any issues at home for her, but she's not fitting in, at school.
No, and we've talked a lot about the whole popularity thing in the last discussion, but it does mean a lot to young people that they feel like they belong. I think it means something to everyone.
Yeah.
That you have this feeling of belonging. And this poor kid is she's what I mean is just, like, she's still kind of socially immature.
I totally get it.
And it just comes to show here that she is a bit lacking in that department.
Yeah, she grew up in a lab and was told to fix problems with her powers and violence and all that, and she has been doing that, and to great success sometimes, like saving her friends and the people she care about by employing some powers and some violence, but that's not how you solve this at all. That's not how you handle this, and that's where that comes in,
Yeah, and just handling the whole situation, because the way she handles it is like, I want to be friends with you, instead of just saying, like, you know what, you can buzz off.
Yeah.
like
ignore her, or like that's difficult to do.
It's very difficult. But I think the way that she's coping with it is a little lacking in regards to how old she's supposed to be. I'm not super into, like, I don't know much about like
child psychology
in that way, but I just, when I think about myself in that age, I would say I would probably be I was a little bit more mature in the way that at least I'm coping with it, and the way that I was thinking about it.
Perhaps, yeah.
So in that way, it feels like she's lagging a little bit. But I'm not saying I don't understand it, because I do understand it, because she has been, and that's my whole point, is like the way she's immature, like she's lagging in a way, is because that she still has so much growth to do.
Yeah.
As a person, as a character.
Yeah.
And it's horrible to see, because
of course it is, and we care about her. Like this is the fourth season, so we don't want anything bad to happen to her, and then we see everyone being so horrible, and I have like a really strong reaction to it, because it's just it just hurts me so much when it's just knowing that stuff like that it does happen.
Yeah.
In the real world.
And it really hits close to home.
Yeah.
Being a victim of hardcore bullying for 3 years, and actually experiencing a whole class turning against you. So that's the kind of, like, if you noticed that I was relating a little bit to that, and saying that, wow, I'm so glad you didn't experience a whole class turning on you.
Not a whole class. I've experienced bullying for sure, but not, as you said, like a whole class, or almost like a whole school, or like everyone in. Yeah.
And yes, there are definitely people who might just be bystanders, but their inaction
makes them culpable.
Not necessarily, but it feels like at least they're not taking your side. At least they're not helping you. They're not helping you feel better. They're not.
Yeah, or speaking up. Like I would say, like, if I was at that skating rink, and I was just standing there and just watching it and letting it happen while people around me were laughing, then it's partly on me as well. I would say.
Yeah, it definitely.
That I don't do anything.
Yeah, but it is hard. And I do understand being a bystander, because I arguably have been a bystander myself.
Yeah.
But it's just it's so hard, and it's really, as teenage stuff like this, it just makes me go to a very bad place.
And you don't necessarily want to speak up if you are that bystander.
No,
if you are in the
because
room
you don't
with
want to be the one in the
receiving end of that. Because if they turn their attention to you,
exactly,
that's not something you want.
And
I've tried something like that before, where I actually, I stood up to some friends of mine who were being mean to this girl at a party, and I was just like, I might have overreacted a little bit, because we're a little bit older, and there was some alcohol involved, but they definitely turned on me afterwards, and I was told that now I'm the fucking asshole, and I was told to just leave. And that shit hurts as well, and you're like, but I'm doing the right thing, but now people are turning on me. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, and also that you see how other people treat the person, the victim.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to be in the receiving end of that, because, well, you can see what they're doing, and you can and you definitely don't want that. And if you just do nothing, not like you're not engaging in, or participating in the hardcore bullying, but you're not in, like, you're just keeping out, then you're not. Then you're.
Yes. Let's move on from that. We also had some stuff with Mike. Of course, he arrived in California, looking very touristy, I would say. And then there's something weird going on there between him and Will. We're most likely going to get into it. I don't know if it has to do with, who Will is as a person and what we, sort of deduced about him. And was that the previous season? And Mike,
he said that he was not interested in girls.
Yeah, and maybe Mike is reacting very strongly to that. Like, I don't know, because that hug or half hug, like, that was so awkward. And of course, it's not just all on Mike. Like, if he didn't try to contact Will or get in touch with him again or call him, and because it seems like Will, didn't do it either. Didn't try to reach out, just waiting for Mike to do it. So there's some shared blame there. But yeah, I hate seeing that as well, because they used to, they were best friends, and that was like how this whole thing started. Trying to, like, Mike wanted to find his friend.
Yeah, and it's yeah. I don't know. I somehow don't think it has something to do with Will's presumed sexuality.
No.
I just think it's because they're so estranged from each other now. Like, they are...
Yeah, and it's been, what, like a year or something since...
Yeah, in a year he called 2 times.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, a lot can change in a year as well. So I'm not saying it's out of the ordinary, but we're most likely going to get into that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But and then we can get it confirmed whether or not it's... Because I really don't think that Will has any feelings of other than friendship between...
for Mike?
Towards Mike.
Oh, no, I don't think so either, no.
So it wouldn't be that type. So if the awkward reaction is from Mike, then it's just straight out homophobic. That, I just assume because of your sexuality and our relationship or like our friendship that you're into me, and it's just...
That's not.
That's. I don't know if it's like low key or high key homophobic, but it's definitely homophobic.
Yeah. But we're not saying that that's what happened at all.
No,
blaming Mike for.
No. Definitely not. It's. I honestly just think it's because they have been so estranged from each other. And,
all right. We had some stuff with, of course, Jonathan again, and the whole thing with like why he maybe don't want Nancy to come out there, and like, because they still love each other, but he knows that if he asks her to let go of her dream, then she would maybe do that and come out there, and then he would feel like shit. But he don't want to just go where she is and just live her dream, because then what about his own? What about what he wants to do? So I get the predicament there, and again, something that we're most likely gonna get into way more during the season.
I don't think he would ever ask her. I think she
No.
But you just made it. You just said that if he asked her to go there.
Wasn't that what he said? Like, if he would never do it, but if he did, she would.
No, I didn't read it as, or I didn't understand it as him asking her to do it. If he just did and said, "Hey, I'm going to Lenora. I'm not going there."
Yeah, okay, then she would come and she would give up her dream. Like,
Yes.
but bottom line is still that he would feel bad about it.
Absolutely.
Yes, and so we'll see what happens there between them.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we need to cover about this episode? Sorry, I'm just trying to speed things up a little bit so that you don't melt any further.
We had the whole basketball team trying to team up against Eddie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's a really bad sign. The whole thing, and it's such a trope, but it's such a it's really, like, it's based on something so real. But the way that they're talking about D&D, for example, the whole scare with, like, it's satanical and diabolical.
Make people do crazy things.
And then Eddie, because he's weird and he looks weird and he
dresses in a different way than them.
Yeah, then suddenly he is this evil freak who wanted to hurt her and
drain her blood. But he did also say that it might not be his own fault. It's this evil game that has messed with his mind, and now he's just too far gone or something. And then some of them, like, backing it up and saying, "Oh yeah, it's true. It's happening all over the country, and it's an epidemic." Yeah, like, oh fuck, come on. But yeah, we've heard some of that stuff before many times, and
yeah, it was a real thing.
Yeah, both with D&D and then with computer games after that.
Harry Potter, even.
Harry Potter.
So many.
Anything that's... Yeah, I don't know like how I necessarily lump it all into one category, but just anything that's... that parents don't understand that kids are doing. Then they will maybe be like, oh, we don't understand that. We didn't do that as kids. It must be devil worship or something. Like
it's just a game. It's not a cult. It's a game.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. Again, like there's so many, but I think this is just so much. There's so many tropes and there's so many stereotypes that this series is just falling right into.
Yeah.
And at some point it can be slightly tiresome, I think, for me. I would like something refreshing in that one because, well, we've seen it so many times, right? That the nerds are the ones that are the ones you should strive to become, and the jocks are just
assholes who don't understand anything and
yeah,
just being
and then,
prejudiced.
Exactly. And then they end up doing nothing, and like the popular people are not developing into being cool people, you know.
Except for Steve.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is just like these are the tropes, and they are just
yeah. We'll see what happens for the rest of the season, and most likely gonna go beyond some of that, and it seems like things are already ramping up a lot when it comes to at least the fantasy horror narrative that's going on as well.
Yeah, and it's definitely like there's some there were even dropped some more references in this one, such as Boogeyman and Freddy.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers, yeah, sorry, Halloween from Halloween, yeah.
Mike Myers. Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Michael Myers. Yeah, it's yeah.
Halloween, yes.
Halloween, yeah. So again, I can't remember if Boogeyman was actually written in 1980s. Stephen King, he wrote a short story about Boogeyman.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a umbrella term for something that's scary. Oh, it's a boogeyman.
Yeah, but he also wrote like a short story. I remember
you read it?
I read it in English lessons back in high school, and I couldn't sleep for like weeks.
No.
Yeah, it was absolutely horrible. We had like a whole like horror thematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does sound horrible.
It was just like that one short story that really got to me. Because, yeah. I suddenly started seeing like claws coming out of the closets and stuff like that. It was, yeah. So, and in a way that he also, this Boogeyman definitely, this, what's Vecna? Also has some slight Boogeyman features, the way that he was described in this short story. Yeah, okay. So there is a lot of things as I know, like it's pretty on the nose in regards to like It, another Stephen King classic. Yeah. It's very on the nose there as well with the whole latches on to fear and trauma.
Yeah, and especially targeting children or young people in general.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, at least the first version, or like the first like a miniseries was from the 80s as well.
Yeah,
so
so a lot of tropes and references going on just in general. And then they're really doing this thing a lot where when they go from one scene to another, then like the music will kind of just, will go up and it will climax and then right into the next scene where something breaks or someone puts something down on a table and then, it will stop. And like they do that a lot just inside of these first 2 episodes. And just for me personally, maybe tone that down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, okay, every transition doesn't have to be and then next scene, It gets a little old. But again, like it's just the first 2 episodes, and those are just some minor gripes. Besides that, we were of course enjoying it, and it's good to be back.
I wish we could just keep on going.
Yeah, I wish we could just binge it as well, but we're gonna watch a lot in the coming days, and then the episodes will come out, a couple of episodes each week on YouTube, and then quicker than that on Patreon, as I've explained before. And then just again with the new camera, I think I fixed the whole brightness going up and down thing that was going on in the last couple of videos, and I'm gonna get way more into it, and I'm gonna learn more about it, and hopefully it's gonna look better for maybe like each video that comes out or something. But yeah, still learning, and I like our new setup here. I hope you do as well. We can still reach each other if we need to. But I think that's gonna do it for this reaction. And yes,
my ass is needing a break. So.
Oh, that sounds wrong. Yeah, from sitting. From sitting. Yes.
Unless you have been pregnant, you'll never understand the pain and
just what the body goes through.
Yeah, the back and the ass and everything. When you sit down too long, or if you stand up too long, or if you lie down for too long, or if you lie down wrong, or if you so it's
just existing.
Existing is painful.
All right, that's gonna do it, guys, for this reaction and review of Stranger Things 4 Chapter 2. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we will see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.